Okay, anyway, it's not about dog. Actually, it's not about dog, but about his tail, about his wagging tail. Wagging tail is very important thing to feel what's happened with overlap, and plus about how to change smoothly through S-curve from one direction to another direction. Number one. And number two, so important to remember, before you start to do any movement, like I said, any kind of gesture, doesn't matter what kind of gesture you do, you have to think what kind of character doing this gesture. As particular one, it's a basset, right? Kind of basset, and he's happy, he's young, and what kind of, movement his tail supposed to do. He's enjoying looking at his tail, and you always have to pay attention about this. Just not any gesture just separate from the character. Why I tell about this? Because it's actually, character feelings, character impression, what he is feeling, and supposed to be reflected all the movement in his gesture. Same thing with his tail here. If you can see here, I can play for you. He's really enjoying. So that's what I want to talk about. When you start to do your animation, you decide how fast this gesture, right? Spacing of this gesture. It's a wide or it's a subtle, right? It's actually fast, how fast, and all of this has to be in the same feelings. Not like, you're doing really big wag, right, or big swing, and at the same time it's very slow. It gives you completely different feelings of the character and his mood. So, and now about something keys, right? I don't know what kind of character you will have. Maybe, like this. Doesn't matter what kind of character you do. It could be just like this, Like I said, everything it depends on character mood, everything. Or like this, right? Maybe he hit his nose all the time. Yeah, that's your choice. Hit nose, no, just only this part, or or like that, up to you. But at the same time, like I said, you have to think about timing. How fast, from one extreme to another extreme, from here to here, or from here to here, or in my case, like that position to that position. Plus, if you can see here, arcs. It's really interesting arcs. It's not simple arcs, by the way. It's not like just this arc, right? No, not like a pendulum arc, right? It's arc, I call this eights. So it's kind of that. See, like this, like that, like that, like this, and again, palm to here. How you start? Like I said, try to find what is the distance or spacing between extremist position, like this, here and to here, right? Or like I said, from here to here. That's your choice. Okay, number one. Number two, how many frames you make this? That's the timing. And number three, very important thing too. It's called energy, or point of energy. Where's the point of energy for that kind of movement or for that kind of gesture? You have to think, dogs, horses, whatever, almost everyone, even a human. Yeah, we have small tail like this, right? So this is continuation of his spine line, right? Spine, tail, right? Everything starts move from that point, not from here, like this. It moves first. This is overlap. Overlap means something delay or drag. Drag, you pull it and it's still not here, right? You pull this direction and still continue just going this way, but you're already going opposite way. That's a drag. Same here. It starts from this part. This part you see already here, but this part is still here. See? Think about this. That's very important. Very important. It's a impulse of the movement. Any gesture which you will do in the future always has the impulse. That's the point. The simple point, it's kind of like you have to think in this. That's just a one spot toy, right? Even somebody in a gut, like a gut pull it. Yeah, everything can move. Pull more, right? This, right? It moves this way. This, of course, continues that way, right? When it stops, it starts pulling this way, right? Pulling this way. it's going that direction, right? That direction. Pulling more, and it's going like this. Impulse plus drag, okay? Impulse and drag. Start from extremes, like I said, from very extremes. And thinking about, like I said, is here, and timing, which is good to go slow, fast. Slow, fast. That will be snap, pam, 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 not even. Not even. I recommend to do like that. This one and this one, that will be your extreme keys. And after that, you decided what's going on here and here, right? Kind of like this, right? And this. And when you actually found all these four, you can work straight ahead to continue from this position to this position, and from this position to this position, right? Very important. Keys first. Break. This is extremes. This is extremes. This extremes. And inside it's kind of, some of them is a breakdown, some of them is in between. But I would say, if something necessary to slow down, like here, you need to control by yourself. Ironically, I always thinking, oh my god, that's like, why is Disney animation so good? Because finally I found this. Animator, most of the time, are really great animators. They control almost every drawing. Not just like he did keys, extremes, and that's it, and in betweens. No, I would say sometimes it's necessary to draw every drawing by animator. Almost every drawing. Not always, but almost. That's basically it. Yeah, I believe you have that file, right, already. You can start it anyway, okay? Yeah, if you can see here, slow, pam. You see? Almost, not almost, because no space, no in betweens here. Slow, boom, and you can see this part, right? Basement or root of this tail, that's where everything starts moving. Here, this part, okay? Not on the top, this one. Yeah, you don't need to draw dog that like it's. You could even draw only the part of the body if you like. Yeah, but make sure it's really connected to that part. Continue it with a spine line, okay? So that's basically it. You can start. My suggestion to you, always try to do something personal stuff, not like just follow my stuff. No, that's what I recommend. In this case, you don't need thumbnail. You don't need it because it's not gestures, full gestures, only one gesture by tail, right? And that's it. That's why you just need thinking about some kind of how fast, how far, right? Spacing, timing, extremes, these curves, where this move started, snap, right? It's lots of stuff. Very simple, right? But actually lots of stuff. Yeah, thinking about, possible of course, but because we all artists, thinking about composition too. Okay, not just, part and that's it. You don't care how it looks like on the whole screen. Thinking about compositions. Draw simple, draw like as big masses or big shapes, and after that, when you really feel it's fine, you can start your animation. Yeah, it could be sit, could be lay down, could be a stays, whatever you like. I believe it's clear. Is it for you, for what I'm talking about? More, I recommend to draw with big lines. Don't make a small, kind of like very uncertain short lines.
Okay. I'll change it.
Yeah, doing long. Don't be worried. Nobody say, oh, why you do it this way. No, don't be worried. That's why animators supposed to draw very freely, loose and brave. I call it brave. Draw brave. Don't be worried. Like one big line for spine, one big line for shape, one big line for legs, whatever. Okay, I'll show you. Whatever, like this. It could be like this, You can draw like this. You see, very simple, right? See the big lines, don't like this. No, big. Okay, maybe like this, Okay, or like this. But be brave. See? Now look at this. Try to draw, see, that's a shape, really simple and big. Let's say like this, almost. See, that's the shape. Of course, for me it's simple because I already see this. But anyway, for you, you have to think simple, okay, simple, okay? You see like this, right? This. It's a dog already, right? That's it. He wants to eat. Yeah, that's what I said. It's important to do some movement or some gestures, and you have to thinking what kind of feelings character has, and that will be like really boom, boom. This, right? Really strong. That's so funny. Ladina's funny. Kate is funny too. I will start to redraw. You don't need to redraw anyway. Okay. Yeah, thinking this too, the drawing of the body has to be on a one level, right? And you have to put the tail on another level. Showing you again, you see here, you see this one level and tail on another level. But you need to connect exactly in the same place, like I said, exactly. Also think this way, lowest part of the tail is less flexible, okay? But uppermost part, it's the most flexible. That's important thing. Think about like a feather, feather with a feather, the lower part which is connected to part of the body, it's less flexible. But top of the feather is very soft and flexible. It's same with the tail. Can see my screen. Don't break tail on the parts. Don't like this. Don't do it like this. It's everything is connected. Even like this, but it's connected. Everything is connected. Kate, the base of the tail, it doesn't move. You're just moving upper part, but actually, like I said, energy of the movement start from the bottom, not from the top. Again, I recommend to do first extremist poses for the tail, not just straight ahead. Extremist, right? Next, changes direction in the middle, which will be first the keys, right? Extremist keys. After that, extremes in the middle of the change directions, in the middle of the path. And after that, you can straight ahead animate it. And again, animate from the bottom. I always recommend to do from the bottom part, it's leads. The upper part is just drag, just overlapped. Vladlena,
Yeah.
when it moves this way, this curve, okay? When it moves this way, it's this curve. And if it's going this way, it's going like that. Going this way, it's going like that. In your case, you always have one curve, one side curve. Yeah, you see that's when it moves to the right, that's a right curve. But when it will move toward to his nose, they change the curve. You have to change the curve. If it's toward to the nose, this kind of curve, okay? From the nose, this curve. Everything like this. Everything moves this way, curve this way, okay? Everything moves this way, curve this way. Yeah, just can look at mine too, this one, see? Okay, now let's see what you have.
I can be the first. I'm Alona.
That's funny. Yeah, absolutely right. And I like that the curves. The only thing it feels, it's kind of like a chewing the shape. You see, some places is too big, especially when it moves toward to his head. You see here. Yeah, why? Because like I said, if you did just the keys, what for keys? Why are we doing keys first? It actually helps you to keep the same shape, same proportion, same mass. Right? But if you do everything just straight ahead, that will be, like this kind of stuff. It's chewing. Number one. Number two, it's important thing to remember where it's connected. You have to draw, hold on. Anyway, in this case, the dog lays like this, right? You have to draw this completely, finish here. See that line and connection, very important connection, like I said, like this or like that. See?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because now in your case, what do we see here? Hold on. It's not really obvious. You see where is it connected? Looks like it's everything. It moves even his actually, I'm sorry, his
Yeah.
butt, buttocks. You see what I'm talking about. But I would say feelings, I like the feelings, and plus it's when you start to do animation kind of like this, again, for everyone. Think more about only one line, one line. Because basically one line, it's a bones inside. Here, right, it's kind of fur, right, on the top.
Yeah.
That's what's happened, you see? That's what's happened. It's way easier for you to work this way, only one line. See, and it's connected to the spine. See that connected to the spine. Yeah, you can fix this. That will be fine. Yeah, check your keys. Same amount of meat, I would say, right? Not a bigger or smaller. Also connections, and more pronounce the curve. When it's going that way, I would say pronounce more curve, because it's kind of too subtle. Continue. Nice, funny dog. And again, even you draw a dog like this, right? Kind of like this. You have to draw through, through, right? And connection. Finish all lines, right? Not like you're doing some kind of, you have to finish everything. So finish here, right? Finish here. See what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's important thing.
Okay.
If you work on that will be great. And I would say, if possible, you just to be moved this way, because composition is now a bit unstable, just a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Diagonally. Okay, I'm sorry. Who is the next? I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Kate
Yeah.
decided that it will be the serious dog.
Yeah. Can you flip a bit here, because it feels to me something not finished. Yeah, you didn't do some kind of. I'll show you.
I feel
Anyway.
that I make mistake, but I cannot understand where.
No problem.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if it goes this way, right? This direction, right? Go this direction, see this direction, and this, you see, start turning here, right? That's what you have to do. You see, that's what you don't have. You don't have changes. S curve. That's where it's S curve. You see, S curve is here. And after that, going this direction. Because in your case, what you did, you lost that part of animation. That's a very important part.
I have only one key.
Yeah, you already, you see, you already flip it. You need to continue to move that part, upper part, but bottom part start already moving toward the ground, right? And again, even if you draw your character, which is I really like.
I need to finish it.
Exactly.
That will be like
Even,
Dalmatian.
yeah, I understand. Yeah, even like this, but you see, you need at least two, right? I would say it could be simple, very simple, but like I said, you need to finish all the time. All four legs, right? All four legs. His chest, right? His body, his head, and something like this. You see? Don't drop the lines. Like I said, don't do this, right? Don't do this. Do this, right? You can draw over, but it's better than you just drop the line. Okay, you can draw like this. Yeah, and think about overlap with S curve, right? S curve.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, next. Yeah, same problem with reversing positions. And Vladana,
so
if you can see my screen right now, hold on. Okay, go this direction, right? You have to draw, like I said, simple way. Don't do this too much. You have too many curves. Go this direction, but when it changed, that's a curve. You see, that's a curve only. See, and move again back to here. Only in one place is curve, because this part it moves this direction, right? This part still continue to move this direction. And even like it's good idea to show you on the blocks. This one block, right? Just block. Of course, it's not blocks. And this block, second block, and third block is very small, right? This moves first. You see, this moves. This is just a drag. This drag is more, right? After that, this moves this direction, this block moves this direction. This is still continue to move this way, this way. See? That's raised as curve. Yeah, in your case, what I see, if you see my screen, right, it's a curve. That's right, yeah. But if you can flip to the next, please. Yeah, you see what's happened. This one is still continuing. Needs to be continued that way. But that part, you see, this curve, it's basically belongs to that move.
More like
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, this part is fine first, yes, but
First one, yes, but when it's changed directions,
when it's go back, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You see
feel
here,
there's something wrong, but
yeah, because it's broken, yeah. Like I said, easiest way, just try to draw with one simple line. One simple line, and will help you to control what's going on, actually. Yeah, work on that, finish please, and I think you to make specify lines really in your draw. Doc is so funny, really funny Doc.
I can show mine, but I already see mistakes that the length is different everywhere. I'm Ksenia. I made it shorter. I started with the keys, but I still managed to make it shorter.
That's a good example to everyone to show something. I'll show you. To prevent to do these mistakes, like I said, if you do like this, right, this position and this position, right? First, draw that 8s, right? What for? Because if you have that one, you will understand what's going on here, right? You will understand, you see, right? Very carefully, and you will see what's going on here, right? Like this, like this could be even more. You see, depends, because now it will be if from the top, right? If from the top, that will be not just like this, but it's going away, and back to us, not just a straight. You see, it's from the top. 8s, here, 8s, and again. First, of course, it's connected here, right? Second, doing this 8s, right? And after that, when it's going this direction, right? With this, right? With this, and like I said, you see, this is curve. See, same here. Pom 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 pom, right? And here's curve, because this part it's already moved this direction, but this one is still not. It still moves this direction. That's his curve. Because, like I said, this connection to the one point. I just more clearly to see what's going on, why I just did 2 different points. This number 1. Number 2, it's a rubber hose now. It's too much. It's too flexible, or feels like it's completely lost the power. Somehow you have to feel the border between, when characters completely move energy, right, and still has energy. This drawing is completely lost energy, you see. What means it's too long. You have to try to feel a right way, with the extremist part for that, the tail, and extremist part for the tail. Can you flip for me again? You see? It's way too much. I understand it's so many people, especially young people, they like really broad animation. I know, I was the same. But try to, I would say, compress your spacing, right? Don't do so wide. Don't do so big spacing.
Okay.
Less move, but more pronounced and more precise. And like I said, first you put your keys, extremist keys, right? Second is these parts in the middle of the swing, right? Or wobble. And third one, you can just make the breakdowns or in-betweens. That's the way how to do that. That's fun.
Yeah, I got some mistakes here.
In the very beginning, you're absolutely right. And after first waggle, actually, I don't know why you did 2 just in a row. You had to do only one and just copy it, make it circles. Huh? Yeah, like I said, the bottom part is supposed to be leads. Always thinking this way, bottom part. If somehow happen the upper part is leads, that's a mistake. You can check it. But like I believe, and you can see this one is fine. This one is fine now. This one is, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
This upper part.
That's the last one actually. I will correct it.
Because you're doing just straight ahead, right?
No. I was confused with extremes, to be honest. I put like this. It was a mistake. Then I started to correct myself.
I see. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Plus, like I said, I showed Ksenia. Make sure you're doing everything on arcs, right?
But
The
I will
end
put
of the tail.
this infinity. This infinity sign. I will put it.
Okay, yeah, infinity, right. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, infinity wagging tail. That's a good idea. Yeah, anyway, but looks right. The only one, like I said, the last one is kind of not right. Good. Yeah, I think you can finish it. And make sure connecting points, right? Supposed to be on the same place. Not slides, not not chewing or whatever. Again,
Did I fix it or not?
almost. You're almost there. But when it moves back one time, okay, flip it to me. Flip it. Now, okay, front. Now this is here. It's wrong because the previous one. And if you see the point, the highest point, top of the tail, it doesn't move on 8s. It's supposed to be moved. Hold on, I see in an upper part, you see, but it has to be goes down. That's why you have 8s. Exactly. Check it. See?
Here it moves up, so
Of course, it's going up
Without
because
this.
it's stretched. Yeah, it's stretched. It's
Like
here
this.
will be straight. Yes. Yeah. You just you just missed the
Okay,
real arc. Yeah. Because you haven't to be. I mean, not you. The tail has to be back on his back. It's a back on a different arc, not on the same arc. That's why. When it goes toward to his nose, the top part, right, or upper part, has to be moving on a down, not on a up. See, the down right here. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, anyway, like this. When it, like this, right? This tail, right? Like this, right? Like this. See, down and up, right? Up. And again, you see that's one line. Always it moves here now. See, down again. See, down. And
I just
goes
did up and down, like in
Yeah,
other
you know-
direction.
Yeah, it's like you're doing this and this. Nah, always, supposed to be drawn these 8s.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. Okay, work on that, and I think you will be fine. Have a good one. See ya.